Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz and this is another chapter of WELDERFABBER. And today we're going to start this chapter on this little S190 feed hopper that we're doing a reline on it with some hard wearing material. As you see, we're putting the skin in that end and then we're going to put the skin all the way down here and across the top end. Basically fully reline the whole inside of that. And I'm actually going to make something that hangs over the side with a load of slots in it that fills up the stone. As they position the crusher to land within this hopper, it will hit that protected frame before it hits any of this new material that we're putting on the inside. So we've got Dean, and Frank. This is the rest of the material that we're going to use. A little bit too long to cut on the plasma, so we'll use the PowerMax 85. Cut this 10mm material. It's between 400 and 450 Bernal, hard wearing material. Supplied to us from Genesis Steel. Frank, be careful, it's up there like that. I need a little tower scaffold, really. And I have got a wagon coming in very shortly from DNT contractors that we're going to have to put a 450mm greedy board on the top of the aluminium body, all the way around the front, sides and back. Not too sure I'm going to do the back end yet, as it does have a tailgate, and I'm not sure if we're going to raise the tailgate. Gavin says you can leave the tailgate in position, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that just yet. So we've got a little camera set up on this. Let's get it time-lapsed away. Let's see if we can get this boxed off pretty quick, tack together, then I can leave the boys on welding it up. Just shows how much these little extraction units pull in. This is the smaller one, the Smart Fill, and then we're just about to pull the big one over as we're going to put two welders on it. That's the Maxi Fill Clean. Now then, that has an air line plugged into it at all times. That's 3-phase, that's a 240. But these are more for other people within the workshop, not the individual that's actually welding, as they've got their own airfed mask on. So now that we've just got it lined, that just took approximately 2 hours to cut all them sheets and get them in. As you can see, they'll be plugged back to the side through them holes. I just love these units, how much smog they pull in. That one's a lot more powerful than this one. We'll let the boys weld that up, and then we're going to put an angle iron underneath this, both sides. Usually 2 Chem PX3s. I'm going to nip over to see Callum at HML. Back plate done?
Yeah, back plate's done.
Do some holders now.
Yeah. What a horrendous job that were.
Was it?
Yeah.
It'd be easy to take it drum out.
These aren't the comfiest things to lie on, are they?
Oh.
So, yeah, definitely be a lot easier with drum out.
Yeah. I looked at that before we started it, but because there's no seals or gone on it, I thought we'd leave it in. Do you know what I mean? But thinking about it now, time-wise, maybe do, if that back plate ever goes again, we'll do it if there's a problem with the seals or anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or if there's a problem with the drum and the drum has to come out in any way, shape or form. And there's a wear plate missing there, isn't there?
Yeah, that one.
How many holders are missing?
Not too sure. Well, we've only got a few in stock, so...
A few holders in stock.
Yeah, so we're going to order a full set, I think. Full set of teeth, full set of bolts. Just do the lot, so we've got a stock. You see there's quite a few actual teeth missing on it.
Yeah, it needs a load of hard facing on it as well, this, you know.
All the tops. Because when we weld down, we tend to hard face all the top of them as well.
Yeah, it just needs hard facing in general.
Yeah, like they want that one to go off. You can see there, that's how much it's worn. Not the hole to, no hole.
Yeah. Right, she'll be boxed off today.
Yeah, I'll be done today.
Get X5 back in workshop, yeah. And next time we'll use blue. Yeah, because
been a lot easier, wouldn't it?
yeah, we brought the X5 MIG with us that'll run the Arca, but obviously they didn't have air pressure either to run it enough. So my van with the 400 in and the compressor in will run the Arca and make it a lot easier, especially if you've got to take holders off and replace holders, or cutting that back plate out that Cal's just replaced. So yeah, you're not far off then, are you now? Yeah. Right. I've got the wagon coming in tomorrow from DNT. Alright, so I used to jump on that. Got Tom coming in, 28 fab, give you a lift. I've got the aluminium just turned up at workshop. Alright, the S190 hopper's nearly done. We've got to make like a little stone protector, a little stone wear plate, wear guard. Do you know what I'm talking about though? Do you remember last time we saw it on the quarry?
Yeah, we spoke about it, didn't we?
So we're going to I'll do a drawing for that, we'll knock that up. I've got the drawing now for the next riddle bucket, the 50-ton riddle there. In fact, I'll put a drawing on screen now. So that's what we're going to be building. We should have that material within the next 10 days or so. And we'll start running that through. I have got a meeting this afternoon with MST. They want to have a meeting with me. So it'll be interesting to see what them guys want to say, and maybe what they could supply to us in the future. They've obviously been watching the videos and want to have a chat, so I'll let you know how that conversation goes with MST, because they are a high-end bucket manufacturer, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it'd be good to get in with them guys and maybe buy a few wear parts off them. Well, right, I'm going to have another meeting with these men in the office about more work that needs to be done here. It's a steady away work for Cal, and I think next time I'll send you with a man, so you 2 men, yeah?
Yeah, pair of hands in the middle.
Yeah.
A bit easier, really.
Yeah. Definitely 2 pairs of hands with a job like this.
You're up down like me, yours.
Yeah. Oh, we've got somebody down here passing. You need somebody fire watching anyway. Have they had a fire watcher for you?
Young lad with it over there.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a man fire watching on one of these. Oh, looks good. What are you using air chisel for? Get alley off?
Yeah, to get work bolts. They get stuck in bolt holes. So.
Do they only use this for aluminium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all it does now.
Just a shredder for aluminium.
You put like engine box through it and stuff like that.
So yeah, all good, all good. I'll go and have a chat with the main man I'm with. So now that we've got the hopper turned over, we've got an angle iron to fit here. Just to give it a little bit more on this section here. That's gone a little bit thin. So we're going to take a 30 by 30 angle with it. We've had folded, press brake, both sides. And Callum's back in the workshop. So I'm getting him to make what I call a rock box. You know what crack is this, don't you now?
Yeah.
So a rock box, basically, just hold them Cal on an angle. And this will hook over the side of the hopper once it's flipped the other way. And basically, you'll have one of them, so there'll be 7 of them on an angle. Like that. This is my type of drawings, yeah. This is my CAD drawing. So these are your flat bars here, and they'll run the length of that plate, and we'll have some intermediates going that way, and then we'll have a one strong piece that goes up and over, which is that'll hook over the side of the hopper. Couple of lifting eyes in it so the boys can move it if they want to move it into another hopper, because we have a few of these machines. And this basically, as the crusher lands its material off the end of the belt and it hits the side, it's going to land on this first, and this will take all the hit. These sections will fill up with rock, and basically the rock will use as a wear protector against the side of the hopper, as you'll see very shortly once Callum gets this together. Nice easy job. Again, we're using between 400 and 500 material, wear resistant material. Good tackle that, innit?
Yeah.
Good tackle, nice and hard. You can tell it's hard when you tap it with a chisel. You can tell how hard it is. It doesn't dint when you hit it with a chisel. Use a centre pot, use a centre punch on it. Bang, it'll blunt your centre punch. Have you just been to pick the angles up? Yeah, good lad. Good lad. Right, have you got cam on this, Cal? Yeah, cam on this going together, yeah? Yeah, down. You get that boxed off, Franco. We'll have all this finished today, all lot. Yeah? So my lad Adam at Clark CAD once again has pulled it out the bag on the bridge for Miller's Recovery. He's got it drawn and calculated. In fact, I'll go upstairs and show you. And that's the bridge with the little walkway to the right hand side there. And we are going to use 305 165 beams. So we've got all the loadings and the deflections. That's rated to 80 tonnes at the moment. So that is a preliminary drawing. Sent out for approval. So we'll see how that goes. And that is my fab drawing. A few bits to add on to it yet. So again, thank you Adam for doing that at such short notice for me, because Jack is pushing for it. Jack's just like Foxy. Wants it, he wants it now. So we'll do our best to get that over. Well, do our best, get it approved first, and then we shall order the material and crack on with it. Busy, as always. Let's see where the boys are up to with this little hopper for the S190. We're well on with it now, nearly finished. And Cal's well on with the rock box. So this rock box will hook onto the side of that hopper there. Well, it is red hot today. Frank, have you got a sweat on again? Yeah?
Not so much right now, I've just had a bit of a cool off, but
Right, you got a little bit of a sweat on there, son.
I was sweating before, I was dripping before.
I've got a little treat for you all.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come here.
Fruit sandwich.
Two things. We've got new merch coming out. Red t-shirts at WELDERFABBER.com. And we've got a couple of new flavours out of Holy. And then this is Holy Hydration. Cal, we'll try this. Dean! How we doing, lad? Come and try this. Tell me what you think of that, Cal.
Which one's which?
They're all that. Full of electrolytes and minerals. Tell me what you think, Dean. He's our new boy. Might be the first time you've seen him on camera.
Delicious, yeah.
Delicious. What do you think, Franco?
Absolutely spot on.
Callo?
Yeah.
Let me have a try yours.
Tastes like pop.
I'm telling you, they're all good. They're all mega. Get them. They're full of vitamins, electrolytes and minerals. Brilliant tackle, I'm telling you now. Anyway, get them down your neck, get back to work. You've got another 2 hours to go before end of the day. Yeah? Have you tried that in there yet, Cal, or not? No? Right, we'll do that when we drop it back over, yeah? Yeah? And don't forget, get your WELDERFABBER shaker. WELDERFABBER 5 for £5 off. And WELDERFABBER on all future orders for 10% off. The shaker's more important than anything. Get that shaker. So I'm hoping this will be boxed off tomorrow. And we'll get the Roberts brothers up to collect it on the high-ab. Been settling in nicely. Very nicely. It's all about having a team of lads that all get on and work well together and have a bit of a crack at the same time. Cal's just thinking, I'm just going to have another 5 minutes. What will we done without this? How much money have you saved with that?
What, from the L word?
Yeah. You know, I mean, looking back on it now over the last 12 months, how much them energy drinks we used to buy, and then this. Game changer. Anyway, it's up to you guys, but it's mega if you ask me. Don't forget, click that link in the description if you are interested in Holy. Now then, I will address the hernia that I've got at the moment that people keep asking about, and it's basically slow down in what I'm doing. So I've changed my training from weights to cardio, and I'm training at the gym and basically taking it a little bit easier at work when it comes to lifting. Other than that, the doctors, we can keep rolling as we are, or we can get in for an op. So I think I'm just going to keep rolling as I am for now. See, if it starts giving me more jip, then I'll get it looked at. But at the moment, this moment in time, I'm just going to keep rolling with it and hope that nothing happens. The doctors were like, it's a bit 50-50, you know, it's up to you really. But if you take it easy, you'll be fine. If you overdo it, you won't be fine. So I'm going to try taking it easy for a bit. So that's where we're up to with that one, for those people asking within the comments. all lined and skinned. Ready for the rock box to sit in it. Just going to give it a wipe down and a lick of paint. It will be collected very shortly. Still the rock box to finish off. Are you finishing this off, Frank? And it will just hook over and we put some lifting eyes there at each side. And I made it so you had that plate going around it just to give it a bit more strength. As it does hook over and it will take a lot of hammer. We can bolt it to the top flat bar on that. So if the boys like it and it works well on site, they might want a few more for different size hoppers or one for the opposite side, because obviously that can only go on one side as it's handed. But that will be positioned wherever the crusher lands into the hopper. Take all the hit, which in turn will give that a much longer life. I'll show you when it's all painted and rock boxes in. There it is, ready for collection. Paint it up. Crusher, ready for collection. Just tried to fire it, battery's flat. I'm going to get a charger out to that. So I hope you understand what we've done there. The material will land in that, they'll fill it with rocks, basically, and the rocks will act as a wear resistant against the side. Just made it bolt on like that, so they can take it off and put it on another one of these because they have a few on site. Like I mentioned previously, maybe depending on where the crusher's positioned, but I'm pretty sure it lands on that side most of the time, but you never know, it could go at that point, that side at some point, so the boys might want another one for that side. Well, they'll make that decision once they've been using it for a while. That's made out of the same material as this. It's like between 400 and 500 Benel material. Nice little job. Now we've got the jaw box back in the workshop off the Met saw. The Jones Brothers again. Transport has arrived.
Don't take pictures of me, I want benefit.
So these boys do a lot of transport for Jones Brothers. Good crew, good crew. Now then, these have actually come back from site with that truck. And they want some more of these fabricated. I'm not 100% sure what they are. I think they're for putting on the machine and just giving the material a little push in a jaw box. I presume it would be quite easy to make, wouldn't it? A bit of box section, a few pins, put some plates on plasma, a few gussets, job done. I'll give Gareth a ring now and see what he wants. But I'm pretty sure they want like quite a few of these. Well, yeah, I'll find out what they are actually for, and I'll let you know. Another job in. So that's the Metso jaw box that we're dismantling. I'm going to re-square it up because it's all out of square at the moment. It's about 50mm out of square. And then we're going to replate it. Put some new plates on the inside of it. Probably use some HB 500 or some Ardox 500, whatever we've got kicking about to plate it up. Well, these attachments that have just come in from Jones Brothers, they are for pushing material, clearing a jaw box, should we say. So that box section wants to be 6 foot long and going down to a point. And it is actually quite a good idea, that. So we're going to change these two up. Take them ends off, make that solid so it doesn't turn, extend it and make it to a point. So basically make the point end out of like some 30mm material or something. Maybe stiffen that box up because we don't want that box bending if it's too long at 6 foot. And make 4 more. So make 4 cradles. 4 lengths of box, a load of gussets, and bang them together. But we'll get them two done pretty quick and get them back to site and get them tested. Make sure they do the job right. Well, I'm pretty sure they will, but I'm just a bit concerned about the 6 foot bit. I don't want that 6 foot piece of box bending once it's in the jaw box. Nice little job though then, nice little job. Right, I've just pulled Callum off the jaw box and we're going to attack one of these because these are more pushed than the jaw box, as the jaw box is only a spur. So Cal, what I want you to do, because it's going to be 6 foot long, yeah, we'll do away with the box section, gouge that off there, take all this off. And we'll change it from a box section to a UC. Right, so a UC is a universal column. And then what we'll do, we'll weld a plate on each side of the toes of the column. Yeah. And then we'll make it to a point with some 20mm plate on the end.
Yeah.
Alright. Straightforward enough. So you might be better unbolting that cradle.
Yeah,
might make it a bit easier. Just get inch gun on it, take them bolts out, take that off, cut that off. That will allow us to use that thick plate again. Yeah, it doesn't need that, so you know what I mean, you might as well just do away with the whole lot, start again. And then what I'll do, we'll get that done. I'll probably take that to site, put it on a machine and try it. Yeah. Make sure the customer's happy. Gareth. Good customer now is Gareth. He gives us all our work at Jones Brothers. And once we know, although he's told me to make another 4 anyway, you know what I mean, we're better just checking, aren't we?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side.
4 complete?
4 complete on top of these 2. So that'll be 6 altogether. Right. So I'll order some section in now, some columns in, universal column. Probably get a heavyweight one and then weld some 10mm plate to the toes. Got plenty of 10mm plate up rack, haven't we? Yeah. Cut that on plasma. Probably cut it at 190 by 6 foot. Well, it'll be under 6 foot, won't it? So your little arrow, arrow on the end, your little arrow on the end out of 20mm plate. Make it go down to. Doesn't want to go to a point. It wants to go to like 60mm. So you basically have a 60mm square on the bottom of it. Yeah. Right. I think they could be onto something here. That could be a good thing. That.
Quite a clever idea.
That saves, because you know what drivers are like, operators are like with quick hitch, bang, 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 aren't they pushing your fruit jaw, damaging the machine, yeah, and damaging the jaw box on the crusher, yeah. This is more direct into the material. You're not going to touch the jaw box. You can see it from the cab. You're not, you know, you're not like looking into the jaw box itself. You know, your arm will be in the air, won't it? You just like push it.
It's like a gentle pecker
almost, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. A 200mm wide, narrow post going into the material. Anything that gets jammed in there, just push it through.
Yeah.
Could be onto something there, Gareth. So we'll see. We'll get it done. We'll get one done and see if we can get it on a site and show you guys what it actually does and what we're talking about for certain people that don't know what we're talking about. Basically, that little crusher there, the jaw box on the side, that's the jaw box there. When material builds up, gets to a certain level, and maybe you have a big lump in that won't go through, it needs a little push. So what a lot of operators do, they take the bucket off the machine. I know they shouldn't, but they take the bucket off the machine and they push it through with a quick hitch. So to eliminate damaging the hitch and the box, this could do that. So do you want to pull off that then, Cal? Bring that back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And get one of them in and get that boxed off, yeah? Sound. And that's for aluminium that's come in for the truck that we're going to be starting now. It was supposed to be here, but it's been delayed a couple of days. I've got some 90x90 box there. And some 3m by 1500mm sheets underneath that. For the truck for DNT contractors. £1,000 there, Nelly. Huh? 3mm. 3mm. And we've just interviewed a couple more lads for job, and they seem like good lads as well, to be honest. So we're definitely going to be taking one of them on, maybe both, but as you will see that in the future. Absolute game changer, that side loader. I love it. Tell you, I love it to death. Now then, I don't know who that is. Somebody just walking in the workshop there. Do you know who it is? So the plasma table at the moment needs topping up with water. As you can see, there's a little bit of smog coming off it. That water level needs rising a little bit. So I'll weld them 2 plates into the UC, to the beam that we're going to use for this attachment. And we've just come to the end of a chapter here, as this is a Friday afternoon, and this is a midweek chapter. And today, there's also a podcast come out, Talking Shop podcast, all about me and my life. Well, part of my life. Maybe about 10%, I don't know. We might do another podcast, we'll just see how this one goes. So go check it out at Talking Shop podcast on YouTube. The link is in the description below. Cheers, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.